Our 5-part series on Kawhi Leonard will start with episode 1, featuring his live ball move of flipping his hips into a sprinter stance. So when you're in a live ball setting or an isolation move, your job and the key is to beat your defender's hips. So you're trying to force your primary defender to open up one way or the other, and then you're making the if-then read statement. So if your defender opens up his hips and you can beat your defender in a straight line drive, then you beat your defender in a straight line drive. If your defender steps over or slides with you, then you change direction. So every live ball and isolation move is if-then statements. So you are recognizing how your defender is defending you. One of the major areas of improvement for Kawhi Leonard is his ball handling. Now, look at his balance and his posture. He's in a sprinter stance right now with his left foot forward. He has his chest up and his chin up so he can see and scan the court. He is dribbling hard, controlling the ball. The key to controlling the basketball when you're dribbling is just having your hands spread wide, middle of the ball, dribbling with your finger pads and snapping the ball through your finger pads, through your arm and your wrist. So watch how Kawhi goes into a rocker dribble, which is what I call just dribbling between your legs continuously. He recognizes Ben Simmons' left foot is splitting his stance, so he's going to flip his hips into a sprinter stance with his right foot forward, which now allows him to beat Ben Simmons' top foot and can drive straight line drive into his fade. So watch again. Watch right here how he's going rocker dribble. He sees Ben Simmons' top foot. He flips his hips and then drives straight line. So flipping your hips is going into a sprinter stance and then exploding off your back foot. So watch, his left foot is forward right here. He recognizes he can go straight line drive right here because Tobias Harris is opened up. So he's going to flip his hips, get his right foot forward, explode off his back foot, and then beat Tobias Harris in a straight line drive. Also, the other key with him is he's changing the speed and the rhythm of his dribbles. Watch how Kawhi starts against Clay right here, going slow with between the legs slow. Watch how Clay right here squared up, and then once he changes the pace of his dribble, Clay changes his stance, shifts over, so now Kawhi can flip his hips and drive straight line. He's so good at changing the pace and the rhythm of his dribbles consistently and flipping his hips to really make the defender shift. Watch how many times he flips his hips. There's one, there's two, and then he flips it a third time to beat Malcolm Brogdon right to his spot with a little step through leaner. This is an excellent example of Kawhi Leonard having his left foot forward in a sprinter stance, going between the legs crossover. He's going to quickly flip his hips once he reads his primary defender's stance, getting one dribble right to his spot to raise up for a mid-range pull-up. Here he is again. Look, left foot forward. He reads his primary defender's stance right here. He understands that once he flips his hips here to get his right foot forward and explode off his back foot, he can drive straight line for a layup. So we've seen Kawhi flip his hips and beat his defender in a straight line. Now watch how his defender is going to play a step or two off, and he's going to flip his hips into a jumper. Now, this is once again a perfect example of changing the rhythm and the pace of his dribble. Watch right here. He's going slow, slow, quick. Right there. Now Harden's going to take a step off. He's going to flip his hips. Harden's still back, and he's going to rise up right into a jumper. Slow, slow, flips his hips, sees Ricky Rubio's drop back right here, and pulls up right into a jumper. So this is one of the great moves that Kawhi has gotten really good at, is flipping his hips and playing in a sprinter stance always, and then playing in a straight line drive or going right into his mid-range pull-up.